Hello and welcome to Creepy Puppets Presents. I am your creepy puppeteer, Tommy. So this is going to have to be another one of our short weeks because I am just coming back to the spring semester and I've just gotten over being sick. I was really quite under the weather. I don't think it was COVID, but it did take me out of commission for a few days. So again, this will be another short one, just me talking into the camera, and I hope to have a more in-depth scripted video for you next week or sometime thereafter. So this is going to be our third in our Introduction to Mediumship series of videos. So if you've been following along so far, we've talked about how to meditate and how to sort of do energy cleansing and protection stuff in order to make sure we're safe when we're engaging in the mediumship process. So today we're going to try to initiate spirit contact. And the way we're going to do that, if you've seen me do any of my channeling live streams, which I promise I'll get back to soon now that sort of everything is kind of calming down, is a common technique, especially used by occultists, is to dial into a particular spirit's frequency using a device called a sigil. So I think probably for your own well-being, this is the sigil of Michael, the Archangel, and therefore trying to contact this Archangel is probably your best place to go first, your first initial channeling. So you're going to do any sort of energetic protection, do any setup, doing any meditation you need, and you're just going to kind of go now into your channeling space. I apologize for the squeakiness of the chair. Michael the Archangel. You say the name, stare at the sigil, sort of feel yourself getting pulled into the sigil. Michael the Archangel, appear before me. Michael the Archangel, appear before me. Michael the Archangel, appear before me. So I'm definitely feeling a presence sort of up here. And now I'm going to pose a question to the Archangel. And when I do this, what you're going to do is you're going to get some feelings and responses and ideas that are going to come into your head. And some of those might be your own thoughts, and some might be the spirits. And eventually, with practice, you'll be able to sharpen the distinction between your experience and those of the spirit. So, Michael the Archangel, do you have any words of protection for those who wish to understand the workings of the spiritualist path? I'm getting some very clear, so do not go, I do automatic writing here, do not go into something like darkness. It's the image I'm getting is of a path leading into a shadowy and dreary looking garden. And what I'm suspecting is like, with, Michael is the Archangel of the Sun, is that, death being in the dominion of Saturn is to avoid going into sort of the necromantic. So I get the feeling that Michael isn't exactly a huge fan. He's fine with angelic contact, but he's not exactly the biggest fan of the more necromantic aspects of spiritualism. Um, Thank you, Michael. Go with the peace and blessings of the Most High. So he's gone away. I want to drink myself my tea. I can't smoke in my apartment, so that's the next best thing. Some water. These apartments are very well insulated, and so it's like 5 degrees outside and like 90 in here. Um, so you've started now to make spiritual contact and begin to practice with understanding what they're trying to tell you and distinguishing the thoughts and feelings you've got coming in, what are probably of your origin and what are probably external to you. All right, well, that's going to do it for this quick bottle episode of the Science Medium Show. I'll see you next week for a more in-depth episode. Take care, friends.